run for daylight. The Cubs run out of gas. The Dodgers run the Giants out of town. And 39-year-old Jim Bouton makes one more run at the majors. Headlines and highlights coming up on This Week in Baseball. Yastrzemski didn't have to hang his head. Though playing injured, the 39-year-old Boston star really sparkled. It was little more than a week ago that the Philadelphia Phillies kept looking behind to see who was creeping up as their Eastern Division lead dwindled. But now the Phils can rest a little bit easier after a most successful week. The Phillies at times this season have suffered a power drainage, but Mike Schmidt, Greg Luzinski, and company flipped a few switches with timely connections, and behold, Philadelphia power was quickly restored. While one challenger, the Pirates, was pushed back by the Mets, the other challenger, the Cubs, got swept by the Phils. Hey, get your hot franks. The Cubs manager may not have had a legitimate beef here, but who can blame him for laying on a little mustard? And who can blame the Phillies for feeling a sense of relief? Tug McGraw, the spirit of Philadelphia, goes right on with his top-flight relief pitching. Recently, some have hinted of another installment of the 1964 Philadelphia Folderoo. Says who, said McGraw. Indeed who, now that Philadelphia's reopened its big lead. One Philly strong point is up the middle. Gary Maddox spins a web for center field flies. And while Bud Harrelson and Jim Morrison sit behind the doors, shortstop and second are laced in style. Larry Boa has covered everything. And at second base, Ted Sizemore is back in step after injury. Those who question whether the Phils can carry the ball the rest of the way, one might answer it depends on what kind of game they play. If baseball, a qualified probably in a year of improbables. Out west, the Los Angeles Dodgers may have capped the lid against the rise of improbability in their division. Shooting for their second pennant in a row, the Dodgers are picking off opponents like skeet shooters. Cincinnati's smooth-sailing shortstop, Dave Concepcion. At second base, Oriole Rich Dower. Also at second, Blue Jay, Dave McKay. And finally, Yankee outfielder Lou Piniella. Actually, Sweet Lou prefers the ground around home, where he's really swinging.
I have a good feel for what's happening at home plate, and the last couple of years I've hit the ball very well. I've always been a 300 hitter one year and 275, 280, 285 hitter the next. Maybe I can put the back-to-back 300 years this year.
And this week, the Gillette Special goes to Lou Piniella for leading New York's offensive charge in Boston's Fenway Park against the Red Sox. Piniella had 10 hits and 16 at-bats for a .625 average. Drove in 5 runs. Some kind of show. Congratulations, Lou. That's all for now, folks. See you next week on This Week in Baseball.